to the camera.
Yo, that was brutal.
Oh, I guess we're not gonna be making coffee today. Alright guys, so after a long day of shooting, I mean this place is not that big, but if you're here to create content, I mean it's pretty big. There's a lot of options when it comes down to where you can shoot, lighting and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's been a long day.
It has been. We got here early, so.
Pretty early. I mean I shot 2 videos, this will be the 3rd one, but we actually wanted to make this happen just to kind of talk about what goes behind the scenes. For the most part, you guys saw, I mean, this vlog is literally about not only exploring, but what goes behind the scenes when it comes down to making all this happen. Edward here to my left is probably one of my biggest inspirations when it comes down to why I started doing this. I mean, I have a lot of people that I watch on YouTube, but this guy here, I mean, he's very talented. And it's somebody that I look up to when it comes down to this stuff.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate that. I honestly, I look up to you just as much. Like, I've been in this industry for a while. I went to school for this, so, but not in this industry, not
right.
in the off-road overland industry. So, yeah, I definitely look up to you because you've grown really quick. You know, it's only been two years
like
maybe.
1.5, 2 years, and
it's inspiring for me to see you, you know, blossom into what you are now. Is truly inspiring, dude.
Thanks, man. So, but hey, it all lands back to Mr. Edward here. This is the guy that, like, when I broke my camera, I was like literally calling him at Best Buy saying, hey bro, like what lens do I get? Oh dude, just let me hang up real quick, let me like look into it, you know? And it's crazy, man, how like, it's just crazy how you meet people and they just kind of not only encourage you, but they motivate you to just kind of get out, explore, and do stuff like this that we love, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So earlier we saw you behind the scenes and making the bomb coffee. Oh, by the way, that coffee was bomb.
Yeah.
That was like some of the bombest coffee. Gee, I know you're watching this, but dude, that coffee was bomb. I think it was better than Starbucks, bro.
Oh. I'm not saying nothing. I don't get in trouble.
You guys saw behind the scenes how he does all the B-roll. Like, tell us a little bit about how the whole process happens. Like, you do the B-roll, like where do you shoot stuff? For those of you guys that are watching and want to start a YouTube channel, this is a perfect, I guess, vlog, or maybe we should make a podcast soon about this stuff.
Possible. I'm down.
You know, like just to show you guys, I mean, just to kind of give you guys
interview people and see, yeah, just take different takes from different people to see their processes on being creative. Because
we all shoot different. Like, my way of shooting is different than yours. Like, this guy is super technical. Like, I would never be able to do that. I'll tell you that much. Like his like, I feel like I don't know, I've never written stuff down, but I feel like he does that at home. I don't know if you do, but it's like you write a certain structure and you just execute it. And it's crazy. The way you do it, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm very, I mean, I went to school for it, so I'm super technical when it comes to settings, the right lens you use, filters.
Right.
All those little things I take into account, where a normal person probably wouldn't like think about it, you know?
Yeah.
So, but it all stems from going to school and being taught that way.
For those of you guys that haven't seen his latest video, I'll put it down below in the bio. How do you manage to like film while you're out in the outdoor?
It's tough, dude, because when you're out with like the guys, the boys, the last thing you want to do, or the first thing you the last thing you want to do is pull your camera out and be like, hey, we need to get these shots. Oh, I need to get this. Oh, I need to get that. You know, you go out and you kind of just want to chill.
Yeah.
You know, like you just want to go out and just relax, hang out, you know, start the fire and just chill. and you have to push yourself to do it, or you won't shoot. It won't happen. It just won't.
What's gonna happen? Like you'll hit up your other homie that shot and be like, man, I wish I would have shot.
Yeah.
You know, or you'll go home and it's like, I didn't shoot anything.
I didn't shoot anything. I didn't produce any content.
I've been there so many times.
Yeah. And it's not about like cranking out content. I mean, when I first started, I've been off-roading for over 10 years, I think. So I've backpacked, car camped, and then I started building my rig like to where I can camp out of it.
Right.
And I didn't document it. Like I can go back through my files and I don't know if I have like any like video, probably zero. Photos, maybe like here and there. And
we're gonna show them right now. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Embarrassing. But recently I kind of like pushed myself to do it, and it's really cool. Now that I have 2 little girls, it's really cool to go back and like see videos with my kids in it and kind of like reminisce on like past times.
This is something your kids will see like when they're older. I mean, maybe right now, I'll speak for myself, and I'm sure he can probably relate. Even if they're young, they'll probably still question it, like, Dad, why are you filming? Dad, why are you doing this? And they'll probably see the pictures and be like, that's a cool picture, but realistically, like, when they're older, they can see it and appreciate that, you know, like all the videos that you took. And
yeah, hopefully.
I think they will.
I think so. But I mean, I don't until they're teenagers, and then they'll be like, why are you...
I'll tell you this much. I mean, I think, I don't know, I posted a video back in the day, and I just kind of showed people like why I started doing this, and I think, did you see that? Like my dad used to do it back in the day.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, and I had no clue. Like my dad was like, I don't know how old he was, probably like 45 or something, and I was like still a little kid. I don't know why I'm mentioning his age, but I was a little kid, and I remember like vividly like this guy would carry this huge like camera. It's like, hey, let me get you doing this, you know? And it's just like, dude, like cut it out, homie, you know? Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
But it's like now that I see it, it's like, dude, I appreciate it, you know? So the fact that you bring your kids into this conversation, it's like, it's pretty awesome. Like, you never know.
Building memories that last forever. You know? That's like the main goal.
And then encouraging people to actually do it too, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know, a lot of my like close friends back in the days, they kind of didn't do it, and I didn't do it growing up.
Yeah.
Like camping, off-roading. Yeah, my parents weren't into it. And I kind of got into it through my wife. She's like, "Oh, I could get this tent from work. Do you want it?" And I was like, I've never been. Yeah, I was like, I've never been camping. No, it was ground tent.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, I was like,
scary.
I was like, I've never been camping, but I'm down. Let's go. And that's how the bug bit, and I haven't stopped since.
That's why if you ever see his arm is all like full of bug bites. That's crazy. That's dope, man.
Dude, yeah.
Well, I mean, you have to start somewhere. You know, like now we have rooftop tents that kind of enhance like that camping experience, you know. But back in the day, it's like all it took was a ground tent.
Yeah, and I did it like ground tents. There's nothing wrong with the ground tent. Ground tent is cool. I started getting older. Like my back started hurting. We used to get like the backpacking air mattresses.
Right.
And dude, those things are thin, bro.
Oh my god.
And like sleeping on the floor, it's cool one night. Like second night, you're just like, yo, my back hurts.
Not only that, but like, I don't know if you feel the same, but like when you sleep, oh my god, when you sleep in a ground tent, you always have that thought like, what if a bear gets me?
Yeah, dude, I mean, a bear will probably mess you up in that tent, but like, the peace of mind, or like
knowing that you're elevated,
just like there's just peace of mind. I remember like ground tenting, and there was like scorpions we were picking up. There were scorpions under the tent. I was like, yo, that's sketch. But
you wake up and you're like, right butt cheek is like this big,
swollen. I don't know what happened.
No, I'm sorry guys, I mean that's just part of it, you know. But damn,
Yeah,
That's
dude.
crazy. So let's go back. Hey, if you guys are laughing with us, I mean, you guys
I
know
hope
the
so.
struggle. I know. I hope you guys don't think we're weird, but I want to know a little more about like the journey behind how it started. I know you started back in the day with the Kings and going to school, and how it had just evolved to this whole overlanding, camping, off-roading. It's a big deal, guys. I think it's a big deal. I mean, you're talking about a kind of controlled environment, like whether you're at school or, for example, at the Kings, at an arena, literally. Controlled environment, and this is like, you have a task, like do this, 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 and this, and execute it.
Yeah.
And out here, it's like, hey, this is like your own boss. Like, be creative, figure it out. Like, what?
Yeah.
How did that
definitely.
happen? And like, how do you become your own boss and literally encourage yourself to be your own boss and execute your goals without having a boss tell you what to do?
It's tough. It's not. It's definitely not easy. I mean, first of all, you're doing it for fun. I mean, unless you're well established on YouTube, you're not making any money. But at the end of the day, if you want to start, you got to storytell. Like,
Right.
The bottom line is, you need to tell a story on what your adventure is.
Yeah.
So, at the Kings, I had, the story is the team, getting personalities out, like telling that story of behind the scenes,
Meaning players, like.
Yeah, meeting players,
Right.
like what they're all about, their favorite, like this, their favorite that. Where out here is, the story is a journey
Right.
that, and like what you're going through that day,
Yeah.
And so that's the story is bottom line. Once you get a story down, and it doesn't have to be super technical. It doesn't have to be like, oh, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this. Because at the end of the day, that never happens.
Yeah. I'll tell you this much. If you're gonna go on a trip, and particularly like an overlanding trip,
Yeah.
for it to go as planned, it's like almost like impossible. There's always
never
something that's gonna go wrong.
Yep. Oh, dude,
Hey, bro. Tell me about it.
Oh, dude, I've gone where the whole family's packed up, on our way on the freeway, car breaks down, boom. I've gone where a buddy's car's broken down.
I've gone to a trip where this guy, we were going up the trail like 5 minutes into it, and who broke down?
I broke down.
But it's like, hey, by the way, I'll link that video down below.
Yeah.
Because that was probably one of the best. I don't know. I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed that trip.
Totally unexpected. And at the end of the day, we were like, we got the truck out. It was good times. We made the best of it.
Yeah, we literally like, there was a river there. We all jumped in. We ate Doritos for like half an hour. Yeah. And it was just like the best trip, not ever, but like.
Those are the most memorable trips, though. Like when something goes wrong, those are the best trips. Like today, trying to make coffee, dude, and we just get blown over.
Let's replay that little segment of, you guys saw it at the beginning of the video, but let's replay it for you guys so you guys can see.
Dude, that was bad, bro.
Ready, set, go.
But like it's storytelling. So tell your story the best you can. And like going back to like, I mean, like, all right, you need a beginning, middle, end for a story. And in between, a good, like, if something dramatic happens, I mean, it just icing on the cake. And you don't have to shoot the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that's like a misconception, is like, oh, you need to put a GoPro on your dash and just shoot the whole thing.
Yeah.
Don't do that, because people are gonna get super bored.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, you have one shot with music behind it, and like you're just going like that. You don't want that.
Right.
So if you got a GoPro, throw a GoPro like on your dash, get like a couple seconds of that, and then get out of your truck, shoot, you know, outside of your truck, shoot out the window, shoot like from your driver's perspective.
Yeah.
You just got to change up the angles and then put it together.
And tell a story while you're like, while you're vlogging.
And I mean, I'm horrible at vlogging. You're a pro.
Stop.
It helps. It helps narrate and tell the story of the trip.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, even if you're nervous in front of the camera, I'm horrible in front of the camera. But
hey, today tell these. Okay, for those of you guys that think that I've gotten people like tell me, hey, you're pretty good at it. Today, how many takes did it took me to like do one like little take?
Once. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow, way to ruin it.
No, but it's tough, dude. Like
it's hard.
It's
even
hard.
on me, like realistically, like if you have a drone shot or a cool epic shot, like it's fine. But let me tell you, when you like face that camera towards your face and you're like, all right, this is what I have to say, and you think it through, it's like some people are gifted.
Yeah.
You know,
they pick it up super quick.
But I mean, you've met this guy has met some like top of the line dudes, and I'm talking about like 2 million, 3 million, whatever subscribers. I mean, we're not there yet, but hey, let me tell you, Mr. Peter McKinnon and Mr. Potato Jet will be there.
Matty Apoya.
And you know what? We're not jealous. This is just like it takes action to get where you guys
gotta
are at.
do it.
You
and at the end of the day, they started, you know,
from zero.
Awesome.
And nowadays technology is so advanced. Like with a phone, you can shoot things like you can shoot time lapses, slow-mo. You can shoot like in 4K. Like it's just crazy. I mean, a DSLR or even a GoPro nowadays with a cool little mic setup, you can get some crazy footage.
Yeah.
But realistically, it all falls down to like consistency and like the ability to be able to just tell your mind and your body and yourself to say, hey, you know what, I want to get there, and the only way I'm going to get there is to actually put it into action and do it. All right, so for those of you guys that made it through this whole video, I know we went a little above and beyond, but realistically it's just like, I think we should make a podcast, bro.
I'm down. I mean, if people are down to listen to it.
Dude, I've gotten so many DMs about people that want to start a YouTube channel, and I'm sure you have too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey Edward, how do we start? How do we do this? How do you capture the moment? I think it can definitely be encouraging to others to make a podcast. But for now, I mean, I hope this kind of helped you guys put things in perspective. The back of the scenes, I mean, you saw how this guy like just almost dropped the whole coffee. Everything just went flying. But yeah, it was fun, man.
Yeah, it was good times. We gotta do it again.
It's getting a little cold.
It's cold, dude. It dropped real quick.
Earlier it was like we were sweating.
Yeah.
Probably have to take a shower after this. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. And you already know, I'll be posting, I'll be putting Edward's information in the bio. So check it out, because realistically, we travel together a lot. Like his last video that he posted, you guys have to watch it. I was supposed to vlog, but I didn't because I just got carried away with like other things. But realistically, he captured the moment. So check it out. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, guys. Check this out. This is the one thing about Elephant Hill that people will now tell you. They have some really steep hills like these. Edward! We're about to go up there, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do it. Alright, so first of all, as you can see here, I did activate my 4-wheel drive, and I have it on 4 low. And also, I did activate my rear locker just because this hill right here is pretty steep. I'm going to turn on my LP6s so you guys have a better idea of what this looks like. I'm trying to get this thing to focus, but I think my windshield is a little funky. But as you can see here, it's pretty steep, so we're definitely going to be needing the 4-low, the locker, and we're going to go up and see what it's about. You guys ready? Let's go! Here we go, guys. It doesn't look so steep, but I'm telling you guys, the best way I could describe it is like a Knott's Berry Farm ride. It's like going on Ghost Rider. Oh my god, it's crazy. Check this out. It's like you're facing the sky. Here's another shot. But the Tacomas are so capable. And then we have Edward right here. Edward.
Dude, this is sick sunset.
Seriously, to finish off such an epic adventure, literally a day of work, you know?
Yeah.
As a creator.
Got a ton of content.
Seriously, to finish it off with such an epic sunset like you guys are watching right behind me is just what this is all about. I hope this video encourages you guys to get out. And if you guys are creators, whether you're into photography, videography, or you just love exploring in general, I definitely encourage you guys to get out, explore, and just have a great time. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.